Okay. Y'all, I be having to take a nap. But let y'all come in while I try to straighten this up. I think I have it right. I'm gonna let y'all come in. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Is anybody there? Okay, y'all. Listen. Anybody home? Oh, let me turn my fan on. Hey, anybody there? Are y'all gonna come live with me? Come on live with me tonight? Oh God, I don't know about y'all, but I be having to go to sleep after a long week. You be having to go to sleep, especially when it's been a long week. You have to go to sleep. Okay, y'all know these are our random conversations. I am going to continue to do these lives until I get them together. Okay, I'm gonna be consistent on Friday. Last week, I totally forgot to do the live. I was relaxing. Okay, I was totally relaxing. So I'm gonna give y'all some time to get on if y'all are out there. Give you some time to get on. Hey, who is with me? I see I got one person who with me tonight. Henry, you out there? Mr. Work, you out there? Who is with me tonight? All right, y'all, I'm gonna get y'all ready for tonight's topic. And these are going to be our random, see that? This is gonna be our random Fridays. Whoever is with me, tell me who you are and where you are coming in at. I see I have one person that's on. Who are you? Oh, I got 15 people. Can y'all tell me where y'all coming in from? And I'm going to tell y'all the topic. Did y'all see the topic? The topic is this is why he does not talk. What y'all think about that? Why do you think men stop talking? Why? Why do you think? Do you think that she won't let him talk because she always talking? He can't get a word in. What y'all think about that? I see I got 8 people in. Tell me where y'all coming in at. This is our random Fridays. Random Fridays, y'all. I'm trying. Man, wait a minute. But when I got off of work today, I could not keep my eyes open. I had to go up there and take me a straight up nap. But tell me what y'all think. I see 9 people on here. Can we get some conversation going on? These are conversations that need to be had. Okay? So my thing is this. Sometimes she won't let him talk is because she is always trying to get her last word in. Okay? I was just talking to my son, right? And he was talking, but then when I mean I had to really hear him, but he was talking and I interrupted him. And I was like, wait a minute, but you're not letting him get his whole thoughts out. So now I am learning to listen. This is how I'm really learning off of my son for when my husband finds me. Okay, that's what I'm really doing. And so I'm learning to let him talk. And sometimes we don't let them talk. And I'm talking about vice versa. It could be vice versa. He could be the talkative one and don't give her her just due. So it could be either way. But another way I think that men don't talk is because sometimes he's checking out. Sometimes he is about to check out. What y'all think? I got three people on here. One person now. Who is on here? Henry, are you on here with me? Let's get a conversation going, y'all. Or y'all just want me to talk to myself? Can you hear me for one? Can anybody hear me? The topic tonight is this is why. Hold up. I just heard that, so I know this must be out. Can y'all hear me? Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Let me see if the thing. Remember your guards your privacy. I think I have everything on. Can you guys hear me? Let me see what it says here. It's hey, how you doing? Adish, how are you? What you think about the conversation tonight? Excuse me if I don't pronounce your name right or your handle. Can you hear me okay, Adish? What you think about the conversation tonight? I got three people on. What y'all think? Okay, you welcome. You're welcome. But I think, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I got four people on tonight, y'all. What do y'all got to say, or what is your input on the topic tonight? Why is he not talking? Why do you think he's not talking? You know what? And another thing I was thinking about why men stop talking is because they get triggered. Okay, good. Thank you, Sankofa. Thank you so much. Why do you think, Sankofa, can you tell me why do you think men stop talking to my let me finish that thought that I was just about to say is I think sometimes they get triggered by they have like a flashback of how they mama probably used to talk to them. That's what I think. And I'm like, man, I do not ever want to get to the point to where with my son as he's getting older, because I told you last week that he has been driving and I ain't seen this boy. He come in, but then he leaves. But as he gets older, I wouldn't want him to say, well, mom, you did it like this, and this is why I didn't do that. Stop talking to their girlfriend or their significant other, their wife. You know why they just shut down sometimes. What can make a man stop talking? That's what I mean. Like what let me see. Okay, let me give an example. Okay, so I was watching well not watching, I was listening to one of my favorite shows and I love her show, the Current Hunter show. And so she had came back to apologize to the person that she did not let talk. No, it's not. This is just a general conversation. And so what happened was she felt bad that she had didn't let the man talk. But on Karen's show, you got to be right, right? Because she's gonna get you if you're not talking, if you're not even talking fast enough, she's gonna say something, right? So the thing about this was the man, you could really tell that he was trying to get his words out. But if you've ever listened to her show and she came on She really come at people. She come at people real quick, and you got to be on your toes if you're ever going to be on her talk show. And so when she came back, she had to apologize because she didn't let the man get his words out, and she felt bad about that. So that's where I got this topic from. I told you I just hear random things, and once I hear it, I'll just either make a spoken word or it'll be a topic, you know, because tonight is random conversations. No, and it's not my son. No, no, I don't have that problem. He is a real good kid. No, this is just a random topic that I came, um, that I wanted to talk about. So, yeah, I think they also, I said this earlier, is they check out. They're ready to check out or leave the relationship. Yeah, it's other people are talking. A polite man will typically let them talk. Yep, I believe that. I definitely believe that. But you know what else I thought too, Sankofa, is okay. So I grew up with a lot of males around me, right? My uncles, they were loving, caring, and my cousin, they were caring, right? But they also taught us how to be like on our stuff. So I think sometimes women that have grown up around, maybe they had a lot of brothers or they had, cousins, and they've just learned to be like, I gotta get this out now. You're not gonna talk to me like like that. And I think that is what sometimes happen too, because some people are not used to not an aggressive woman, but an assertive woman. We're gonna use that. Sankofa, thank you so much for talking to me on here. If it's just yep, he may not have anything to say, or he might feel that what is on his mind is not interesting to the other person. That's a good point. But that's a good point. That's my son right there, y'all. That's my son texting me right there. Okay. Now let's see what else you said. Sankofa, thank you. These are really good points. That could be the case too. We may not have updates to report. Yep. To provide. Now I really think that's interesting. It's just general. He might not have anything to say. Yep. Yeah. People do, if it's not interesting, but you never know. The whole thing to have a conversation is to even let me tell you, I was in this psychology class a couple summers ago, and the professor, one thing that stuck out in my head, I mean, the class was really good, but he also said, always say something. He said, say something even if you feel like it doesn't make any sense. He said to say it because you never know. Another person could be thinking the same way. And that always stuck in my head is to say something, But then I think about people being introverts, okay? Because some people are introverts and they just don't know how to express themselves as well. Okay, let's see what you got going on. Sankofa, I appreciate you. Last week before, it was Henry was talking to me, so I appreciate you. Yeah, that is true. Anybody else got anything to say? I mean, we can have other. Um, I think I already talked about the trigger. I talked about the triggers and all that. So yeah, now we can talk about whatever. Whatever is on your mind, we could talk about tonight. But that was just one of the main topics that I was going to talk about. And I think I even wrote a spoken word on that one time because I was watching, I think it was one of those shows, those love shows. Men will stop talking too if they feel like they are not appreciated. And so I was watching one of the shows, right? I can't remember if it wasn't me, I think it was Love at First Sight. And typically in a relationship, it's a lot of going back and forth to work and sharing experiences like movies, for example. So if everything is already being done together, does it mean correct? You know what? Yeah, you don't have to continuously talk. No, you don't have to continuously talk. I don't think so. But I think conversation is good. I be loving to talk. I be loving to talk. I mean, not all the time because, like you said, sometimes you just want to chill here. Yes, they will. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, they'll feel unwanted. Yep. Yeah, I believe that too. That they'll feel unwanted um by the person. Yeah, and that's why I think reciprocity is good because with reciprocity, you have to know if the other person loves you. You have to know that. And if the other person is not showing you that they love you, meaning, and that's by talk. I finally got the book, Love Languages. And I'm gonna read that to see what my love language is because it could be talking. I mean, I think they have an example of talking in there. I'm not sure. Well, I gotta talk. I gotta talk on here though. I have to talk on here because this is social media. And so I have to talk. I have to engage you guys and myself, because I want you to watch the channel. And I have to on here. I don't know. I have to read the book. I got it. I just got that book maybe 2 weeks ago, I think. I think I got it 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna get into it and I'll tell you about it next time we talk. Have you read it though? You must have read it. Well, I'm gonna see. I don't know yet, but I will definitely let you know. But you think it's some fluff? You think it's some fluff to it? I'ma check it out, and I gotta tell you, so you gonna make me read some of that tonight. And I got other books I'm trying to read, but I might read some of that tonight. Sankofa, you are funny. Am I pronouncing that right? Let me make sure. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you are funny. But thank you for hanging in here with me tonight. I definitely appreciate it. Um And I think too, I'm just talking random here too. I think when people also when you get in a relationship, I think you should also keep your own hobbies. Keep your own hobbies. And the reason why I'm saying is because you won't put all that talking on the next on your significant other too. Not really, but I have heard about it. Google it so I am aware of it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you about it. Yes, hobbies are important, and the reason why I think hobbies are important is because you won't be doing. I mean, and then okay, this is what I think, Sankofa. I think that also so you won't be doing all that talking. Like you gotta give each other time to miss each other. People really be tripping me out. Like, why do you gotta just be you gotta have your space, he gotta have his space, meaning not saying that you don't want to be together. That's not what I'm saying. But like when you got your hobby, he got his hobby, he doing his thing, but in a good way. Okay, because you always gonna come back home every night. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to be together. That's what I mean. And when you miss each other and you come back together, that is like the greatest feeling ever. But people be like, he wasn't home. And I'm like, wait a minute. You got to give him some time. He got to give you some time. Y'all got to breathe. Y'all got to be with your friends. You got to do your hobby. He got to do his hobby. That way, where it won't feel so overwhelming, too. Let me see what else you say here, Sankofa. I am loving this conversation with you. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yes. You know what I was watching, Sankofa? I was watching, it's a channel on it's a YouTube channel. I don't remember their names, right? But what they do is this couple is a husband and wife. They build this wood stuff. So they build like fences, like they do free fences for their neighbors, and they're just working together like man, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing more sexier than a man that can build and want to help you with your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't nothing more sexier than that. And I think people don't understand that when you are interested in each other's hobbies and each other's thoughts, I think that does work too. Yep, I think so too, Sankofa. I definitely think so. Who else on with us tonight? Sankofa, thank you so much. Cause you know what? And next week I am going to, and I said this last week, but I totally was so tired today when I got off of work. I had to go to sleep. I want to do that yard stream. I think that's what it's called, where you can have someone come in and talk with you. And so that's what I think I want to have for next week. But with the it's another way that you can do it, but you have to put the link in the description. And I don't know how to do that. I wonder if let me see here. Let me see if I can put the link in the description. Copy link. You still there, Sankofa? Don't go nowhere. Let me see if I can put a link in here. Copy link. Where is it? I don't know how to put it in the chat. No, it's a link. If you're talking about how to get the person to be added on, you copy the link and then you're supposed to put it in a I can put it in chat or else I have to send it to the next person. I can't remember how to do it, but I'm new to the lives with doing I just don't know how to hmm, I just copied it, but I don't see where I can interact with the chat. So I copied it. I wonder if, let me see here. I don't see. I don't even want to hang up because I don't want to knock you out of here, Sankofa. But it's a way that you can do it. Uh, I copied the link. Okay, cool. But one day, just hop on here with me if you can. Hop on. Now, where are you calling from? I mean, coming from, Sankofa. Sankofa, where are you coming in at? It's like you see people on here, like you will see one person, then another person will pop up. Let me see what else can we talk about tonight. Oh my gosh, now I'm gonna save that for a spoken word. I come up with these spoken. Hmm. Oh, you're in the South? Okay. I'm Midwest. Midwest. What's the weather like? Where you at? It was a nice day today. I needed to cut my grass, but I did not. Oh, random. Just random. Random conversations. I want random conversations for my lives on Fridays. That's all. Wait, it's hot. Yeah, we've been having our weather has we had a lot of rain and then we have it was really nice today. I had got out a little on my break and it was really nice. But yeah, it has been hot. But tomorrow I'm straight out in my garden. I have a tree of love and I got hostas going around it and it's some other plants. So tomorrow I'm going to get out and my son he cut the grass last week. I mean, yeah, last week. But I said I got to get out and just do my stuff. I like to do it, do my yard, do my flowers, and do my garden and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it has been. It's humid, and the thing about here in the Midwest, here where I'm at, it gets hot, but then the humidity will take you out. Like I noticed, like I could be right on live. Now I ain't vain or anything like that, but or just doing my spoken word when I'm doing a video, right? And it gets so humid, like in the air be on, but it will get so humid in here. I can see my hair shrinking. Like it can be a full blown, like I'll be done picked it out, and then once I come on here and be in my office here, it'll just go shrink. I'm like, dang, that shrunk on live video because it be so humid. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I got for today. This is what I got for this live today. Sankofa, I hope you join me again. I definitely appreciate you for hanging in here with me. Um, yes, shrinkage. Shrinkage. Like I was in the bathroom and I blew it out, right? I kind of blew it and it was kind of like done. Like but then as I done came in here, I could see where it just done done, and I could feel the humidity a little bit. That's why I turned on my little fan here. I have this little fan for my desk. Yeah. Sankofa, I appreciate you so much, and thank you for hanging in here with me. I'm going to do these every Friday because I need to do my lives a little bit more. Now, Sankofa, if you emailed me, I can email you the link too if you wanted to get in on the live one day. You want to continue talking? We can continue. What else? What else topic would you like to talk about? I really, I let me see. What else can we talk about? Dang, I think I left my book. Let me see what I can talk about because I actually have. Oh my goodness! Now, Sankofa. No, it's not gonna be over yet. We finna continue to talk. Okay, so these are my spoken words that I'm working on. And this one is called, I wrote it, like what happens with me is I write it, I'll hear something, then I'll write it out. But I wrote this topic and we could talk about this because maybe it can give me some more insight. And on July 5th, I wrote down, ladies, you are signing up for heartbreak. I'm telling you, what you think about that? Yeah, like poetry, but it's like a spoken word I'll do. Let me see here. But what you think about why ladies are signing up for heartbreak? You know what? It's almost like they putting themselves in these situations just to be putting themselves in these situations. And some men will tell you, let me see what you're saying, Sankofa, because I wrote that down, but I haven't finished writing. I write the topic down, then I'll write as we go here. You know why? Because they be acting like they can't get out of it. They act like once they get into these relationships, and granted, I know, don't think that I'm being inconsiderate because I know that there's different situations, right, Sankofa? I haven't started. That's why it's vague because words just have to come. Then I'll just start writing on it. I'll just start writing. But I think like, okay, so let me give you an example. Let me tell you where this came from, right? So I watch things and then they'll just the words will just come. So I was watching my favorite skit, okay? And so the girl knows that this guy has a girlfriend, right? I be like to say girlfriend because this lady, this pastor, she be like friend. But anyway, sometimes I be coming out just be saying so. But anyway, so the girl knows that the guy has the girlfriend, right, Sankofa? So then she has a situation, meaning like she has a relation with the man. But she knows that he has a girlfriend. So then when he comes back and say, hey, you know this ain't gonna be, right? So then she gets mad. The girl that knows that he has a girlfriend gets mad at the man. But you already know what you signing up for. You get what I'm saying? Who else? Okay. Let me see what you're saying here. Yeah, the guy is taken. The guy is taken, like he's with his girl, but she knows it. So that's where I got that from. Ladies, you're signing yourself up for heartbreak. And this stuff is happening for real. Like people are, what you're about to get into. Like if somebody told me that they have a girlfriend, I'm not finna go with them. I'm not finna do that. Not, I got tongue tied there, but I'm not finna go with them. So that's where I came with that at. Yes, and see, that is the whole point. Okay, it sounds like a her problem, right? So that's where it comes in. The ladies, you are signing yourself up for heartbreak. you are giving me inspiration to write what I'm gonna write with that too. So that'll be in the next spoken word. But yes, it sounds like a her problem. Correct. 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 And so that's what I don't know. I don't know if it's just a thirst that's going on. Correct. Correct. She is signing up for all that, all the smoke. She's signing up for all the smoke that comes up with that. But okay, so she did it, right? So she got with the guy and he tells her, well, she knows. The thing about this is Sankofa, she knows that the girl that moved in with him, right? So she knows the girl that moved in with him, and she been like pushing herself on the guy, pushing herself. So then some men just are just like they are. Their their peen speaks for them, their other head kind of speaks for them. So then therefore she didn't cause herself to be in this. Plus, she already know that the man is with the other woman, with his woman, and then she chooses to do that. So I feel like, hey, it sounds like a her problem. And I'm definitely finna put that in my spoken word as it come. It sounds like a her problem. Yeah. And I know that people ain't, and it's hard out here. But you don't gotta be desperate. You don't have to be desperate. And I know I done had my times. maybe, 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 or she gonna try to, yeah, definitely, or she, and so now she playing like she mad at him. She all this mad, but she's still using her little manipulative ways with the guy. So that's where I got that whole she gonna she signed up for heartbreak. But we sign up for that. When I think back on my times when I've been in situations, when you think about that, like I remember, and this ain't nothing new. I even talked about this in the spoken word, where when I had went through my divorce here years ago, right? And it's kind of funny. And so I had dated this guy. I mean, when you're fresh out of a marriage, you don't really know. But and so I didn't talk to anybody for like a year and a half because I had to get myself together, right? And so when I think about this, I'm like, what in the world was I doing? And so I'm thinking like we're in this relationship, me and this guy, right? Because I'm thinking this is how it goes, Sankofa. I'm just thinking like we are in this relationship now since, things may have happened, relations that have taken place, right? This was years ago. And man, the guy said, no, no, this is really, I'll think about it. He was like, I'll think about going with you. And I was like, my face, Sankofa, was cracked and on the ground because you need to qualify, you need to verify. You just can't assume. That's why my short today was, or it was yesterday, I had a short that says just because you may have um laid with you, he is not going to stay with you. And I think a lot of women do that. I think a lot of women think just because you gave them some benefits, okay, they think that they're in these relationships, but they're really not because men totally think differently. They totally think differently. So when I think back on my life, in the rearview mirror, because everybody has to look back on the rearview mirror to remember what kind of situation you were in. Correct. Yeah. And so I think people, once you get seasoned, you're going to look back on your stuff and be like, why did I do that? You'll be like, you're really like, now that I'm seasoned, I really look back and be like, why in the world what was I thinking? And then, yeah, yeah. Now, Sankofa, what you say about the fling? Yeah, there is no need to label a fling. Now, what does that mean? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Oh my gosh, I think 3 or 4 months. This was like years ago. But I had not. Listen here. When you out of a divorce, man, and this is the thing, man, people be tripping me out. When you are out of a divorce, like I think you need to take time for yourself. Okay. Like I think some years, and this was like a year and a half before I even took people serious. People used to want to take me out on dates, and I was like, no. Like, who is ready for that after you get out of a divorce? Like, who is ready to hop in another relationship? I couldn't figure that out. But anyway, I think that you have to get your mind right. But at this time, Sankofa, when the year we had, let me see, this has been so long. Let me think. It was 3 months for sure. I know it was 3 months for sure. 3 or 3.5, because yeah, I don't be moving like that. But you have to, and I kind of lost my train of thought, but let me get back to what I was saying here. When it comes to um a divorce, okay? Now, I'm just going to give you this example because this is the way I was, okay? Now, I don't talk a whole lot. I'm just talking in general right now. I'm not talking about nobody, but I'm just telling you how it was for me, okay? Meaning, like, I'm not saying anything about my ex husband or anything like that. I'm talking about me, but I had to take time and I had to breathe. And so when you finally get to that point to where you really want to have a relationship. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm about to just go and do this, right? But you ain't, why would you want to get into another serious relationship, right? So saying, Kofi, I was just playing around. I was just playing around, literally just playing around, right? But I thought that's how it worked because I had been in a relationship for a while. Like, so I had, all my relationships have been long term, right? So then I just thought that that was the way it goes. You have this relation, right? And then you go together. But no, it has to be verified. Like you really be, if you've been in a marriage for a while or you guys dated for a long time, you have to get your mind right. And so what after that was, I was just like, I'm just gonna be out here playing. And you go through a phase. It's different phases. That's why I be looking at people like, why are you really sitting up there acting like it don't happen like that? Like stuff be happening. Different things. When I say that, I don't know if you've ever been married before or not, but different things be happening. Like you'll be like, no, I ain't finna call him. You may want to call your ex-husband back. Or it's wild. And so that's why with my channel, I talk about real life experiences, relationships for the mature, conversations that need to be had, enlightening conscious awareness, and breaking generational curses. So yeah, divorce is real. But So you be thinking you in these relationships and you really don't be in these relationships. So now that I've learned and I've been through some things, you want to do better. I totally want to do better. There is no way that I would be um oh God. No. Let me see what you say. So did he just fall off the earth? Let's see what we talking about here, Sankofa. After or did he vibe just change? Like what were the relation? Okay, let me see here. Let me see how to answer that. No, we had a relationship after that. Cause okay, so this side went with this particular person here, right? So after that, okay, he said that, right? So then I figure, okay, I'm gonna play along with this game. That's what I figure. Cause now it's like, okay, this is just what it is. But the thing about this is, Sankofa, with women, we be thinking we finna play that game, right? We think we're going to play the game that that we're, oh God, like we can just be like men and just do this, right? No, Sankofa, your women were not made to just have flings like that. And I'm not saying that men are, but our bodies are temples. And so technically for me, it was not what I was supposed to be doing. I was not supposed to be having no flings and my feelings got in. So what I said was, uh, this gonna be a relationship or I can't be with you. Okay, I played my game as long as I could play the game, and then the benefits with the benefits. I played with the benefits, right? Because there are benefits to this. Played the game. And then my cousin was like, this is not what you do. This is not you. And so then I just, and then he said, yeah, we in a relationship. He asked me to be his girlfriend because that's the only way. Like, you got to ask me to be your girl. I cannot just assume but I knew that that was not what I wanted, Sankofa. I knew that I was not supposed to be out there doing that. I knew it. It was not me. That is not what I do. Okay, let me see what else you say here. Let me see if I answered all your questions. And so yeah, we had a relationship. We had a relationship for a good hmm. And you know what, Sankofa? It ended up being like off and on. We ended up being off and on. We were on for a minute, then we'd be off, then he would get into oh God, it was just so then yeah. And so that's when the person because it was getting a little, I don't know, I think that was toxic. I think that was a little toxic. And that was the only person that I dated after that. And that has been a while. So yeah, now I'm just focused on um yep, basically. Yes, and comfort. Yep. That's what it was. It was that. It was that. I told you when you get out of marriage, get out of divorce, and then because like I said, I dated for a year and a half. I mean, I did not. Let me repeat that. I did not date for a year and a half. And then I was like, okay, I'm about to get out here. It's pee out here. It's pee out here in this pool, in this dating pool. So yeah. And I can be honest with that. I can be honest to say that now, as you grow and as you learn, um, you can ask your questions. I think women don't want to ask their questions about what they want because we try to we try to do so much for the man and we forget ourselves sometimes what we need and what we want. So I've learned to be you know I'm definitely not playing no games with nobody. That's definitely not what I'm doing, but I have learned some things, had some experiences, and you grow. You grow. That's what it's about. It's about living and learning. Let me see what else you say, Sankofa. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. And because women ain't made to be like that. And I don't think men made to be like that neither. I really don't think men or men or women are made to be like that. I think we're supposed to be in relationships. You can be by yourself too, because I know how to work by myself, meaning like I know how to be with me. Like I know how to keep my mind busy. I know how to keep my mind busy. So I don't just sit back and just think like, oh, I need a man because some people do need that. And I'm not saying, listen, her, men are beautiful. Do you hear me? Oh my God, they're so beautiful. And I really, really love them. I love them. But until it's time, you just, I'm, until it's time, I can say that um, you live, you learn, and you know how to. I've been working on myself. So that's basically it. What about you, Sankofa? What you laughing at, Sankofa? Let me see what you said. Yep. Hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think that, and nobody was ever around my son. What gets me, Sankofa, is how women just bring these men around their children. I don't get that. My son will never say mom, only that one person that he knows. And it was only him anyway. What am I talking about? It was only but that it took a minute for him to come around him. So yeah, so I mean, yeah, there was other people that I talked to, but I never brought anybody around my uh son. You are good, Sankofa. Good. Good. Yes, marriage. I think marriage is so lovely. I think it really is. Yep, I think marriage is really lovely when you find somebody that you really that y'all really have a lot in common with. I think it can be really lovely. I think so. I was finna say something else, but it was like, don't say nothing. I was finna say something, but I ain't finna say it right now. And so, yeah, marriage can be really lovely when you have somebody to share it with. I think it really can be lovely. And I think too, Sankofa, like when you have, when you have, like, when we were talking about earlier, how some of the hobbies could be the same. I really think that that makes a difference too. Like if you guys, like vibed, meaning like, okay, so I like current events. I like to see what's going on. I do. I like to see what's going on. I like to read books and stuff like that. I think, and I think that a smart man is so attractive. I think that that is so attractive. Let me not just be saying all this stuff on her because people be let me not be saying all that stuff. Not you saying comfort, but people are just different. So let me not just get all into that. But yeah, Sankofa, thank you. Oh my God, I appreciate you. Are you subscribed, Sankofa? Because I'm so glad that you are on here. You hung in here with me. Oh my goodness. Sankofa, you still there? Oh my goodness. Henry stayed on here. It was Henry. I met him last week. Not last week, week before last. Cause I totally forgot I was gonna do a live last week because it was, the holiday and everything. And so My next stream is gonna be next Friday. It'll be next Friday. And I'm so glad that you were in here with me. I love the conversation. Um, because I this is my second time doing a live, but I had tried to do them prior and I would delete it because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. But as I keep doing it, I think I get more comfortable because when you are doing like I'll record what I do, put it on my phone, and then I upload it, right? So then I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking to you, I'm just talking to my camera. So I think that's easier. But I said, no, I got to make myself just keep doing these lives and doing these lives and then adding things 10. My time will be 10 central. Are you central time? Because my time will be 10 o'clock central. And I always put a little thing if I'm gonna be late. I'll put like I came back today and I put at 10:15 because I had woke up late because I need to go to sleep. Get some more sleep. Yeah, the first time is weird. Do you have a channel? Oh, it's already midnight. Okay, because it's 11, so you an hour ahead of me because it's 11:13 here in Minnesota. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it is 11:30. So I mean 11:13. So it's 12:13 there then, huh? No, you said midnight. Yeah. About that time, yeah. So now I am about to go and write. Thank you for giving me some information on this because I am about to go and write on ladies. You are signing yourself up for heartbreak. So thank you for giving me that information. Your insight because um, we be signing ourselves up for heartbreak. Sankofa, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I stream on Twitch sometimes, but it's already yeah, okay. So not so you don't have no YouTube channel or anything, right? I don't even know what is Twitch. I've never heard of Twitch. Is that something like a thank you. Is that something like a Twitter maybe? Twitch? I've never heard of that. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yes, I appreciate you, Sankofa. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now I think I'm going to Twitch is just streaming Twitch is this only no one no videos. Okay. Just streaming. Okay. No meaning like when you stream you're just talking like this? Just when you just stream over there? Hmm. Yeah, I've not heard of that one before though. I've not heard of that one. Oh my goodness. Sankofa, we've been on here for an hour. In 2 more minutes, it'll be an hour. I appreciate you so much. Well, okay, yeah, live stream. You're right. You see what I mean, Sankofa? See what I mean? Yeah, this is a live stream. Okay, you're right about that. So it's just streaming like we're doing right now, then. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Okay. And oh, that's what people call it. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today, but I appreciate you so much. And I hope to see you on. I know this is so wild. I gotta get used to this stuff, Sankofa. I gotta get used to it. Just like I gotta get used to my son thinking he just finna be out. He's just out. He a good, oh my God, he is such a good kid. But he at his daddy house. So yeah, but he's driving now and that kid has been gone. I'm telling you. Well, you have a wonderful night, Sankofa, and I shall see you next Friday. Y'all, well, that's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace. Sankofa, peace. See you. I think it get out that way.